All right, Math Minions, here we are. We are heading on to the next section of our zoo project. Now, we're going to be looking at different kinds of graphing. So before we get into the first kind, I want to go over how to find quartiles. All right, and this is going to become evident as to why it's important when we get into the graphing, but first, finding quartiles. All right, so this page is going to go on 113 of your notes. So finding the quartiles begins with step 1, rewrite the data set in order from smallest to largest. We've seen this before, and it will continue to be true. Step 2, find the median, which we already know how to do. And in quartiles, this is the second quartile. We call it Q2 or quartile 2. Step 3 is to find the median of the first half of the data. And this is called quartile 1. That's the first quartile. And then step 4 says to find the median of the second half of the data. And this is the third quartile. As you can see, there are 3 quartiles. They are all medians. They are all medians. And you know how to find the median. So this shouldn't be too difficult. So example 1, you're going to rewrite the data in order from least to greatest. So here's our data set. You have that on your sheet. Now we need to rewrite them in order from smallest to greatest. So on your line, you're going to write 0, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, and 24. That's all of our stuff. All right, so that's step 1. So all we do for step 1 is rewrite it. Now, let's go to step 2. Okay, here's our data once again, in order from smallest to greatest. Now, step 2 said we have to find the median, right? So, to do that, we have to start crossing out numbers, right? So, 1 from each end, the next one, the next one. I hope you are crossing things out. The next ones, there. And now look, we've got 2 in the middle. Remember, that means that you have to find the average. Okay, so in your box, you're going to write exactly what this says. We have to take the 15 plus the 17. Together, that gives us 32. Then we have to divide that by 2 because we just added 2 numbers together, and that gives us 16. So our median for this set of data is 16. All right? Not too difficult. This is not something you haven't seen, so you're not sweating it. So now we're going to move on to step 3. Now again, same data. We're not changing our data set, but this time we're only going to look at the first half. Okay, so remember, right here is where the median Q2 was. So we're only going to look at the first half of this data. So there's the box for you to draw around your numbers. We're only dealing with 0 through 15. Now, we're just going to find the median of this set of numbers, just like before. So start crossing off numbers from each end. And there you go. And now we have 8 and 10 in the middle. So we still have 2 in the middle. There we go. Text box says 8 plus 10 equals 18 divided by 2 equals 9. So the first half median is 9. All right, let's move on to step 4. We're going to find the third median. So we're only going to look at the second half of the data. So draw a box. And now you're going to start crossing off from either side till you get to the middle. And again, we have 2 numbers in the middle. So we're going to do 21 plus 22 equals 43. Divide that by 2 because we just added 2 numbers together, and that gives us 21.5. So our second half median, quartile 3, is 21 5/10. And we now found all of our quartiles. Okay. Example 2. Here is our data set. Right? So, first step, we have to rewrite our numbers. Smallest to biggest. So that would be 0, 3, 6, 15, 19, 21, 29, 32, and 38. Once we get that done, we can move on to step 2. We need to find our quartile 2, which is our median. So the next thing is we start crossing things off. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. We have an odd number, so we get to have just one number in the middle. That means no extra math. Our quartile 2 is 19. Okay? So let's now look at the data and do quartile 1. Again, we're only using the first half of the data. Okay? 19 is our middle, so we're not going to use that. 0, 3, 6, and 15. Oh, we got 2 in the middle. 3 and 6. So we need to do 3 plus 6 equals 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So 4 5/10 is our quartile 1. Okay? Now let's do quartile 3. Here we go. Second half is 21 through 38. Cross off, 2 in the middle. Okay, so we have to add those and divide by 2, which means 29 plus 32 is 61, divided by 2 is 30.5. That's why our quartile 3 is 30 5/10. All right? Here we are, it's your turn. Just like last time, I'm giving you 2 examples. This time it's written on your sheet, so you should be fine. So, do all the steps and then bring it up to the teacher and show that you have all 3 quartiles, 1, 2, and 3. All right? I'll see you when I see ya.